Hello everyone and welcome to the RNG University. On tonight's episode, Abzan Control. So last whole week I was playing 3-color creature-centric decks. I thought I'd kind of turn that up a little bit this week and try to play 3-color control decks. So these decks are not going to be focused on landing the creature on the board, tempoing out and winning the game that way. It's more of a control-y, sort of drawn-out style that I generally love. But with today's meta, it looks to be very difficult to do. So I've got a collection of very low-tier control decks that I would really want to try out. I want to see which one is actually viable. So, not decks that I'm going to play or I'm going to win every game like Mono Red Burn or Blue Eyes Soldiers, but decks that I'm actually have fun playing rather than just being an autopilot, right? And that's what I prefer when playing these kind of games. So today, let's try out the Abzan Control deck. We start with the 1-mana Dig Up that could also be a Diabolic Tutor. So something, right? And then we have 2 March. We definitely need March to go against Mono Red Burn so that we don't die very fast. We also have 2 Sunset Reverie for the exact same reason, but Sunset Reverie can also be an anti-control card. If our opponent has more cards in the hand than us, and they happens to land a, what is that? Wedding Announcement, then our Sunset Reverie could be creatures and cards, and maybe even life, right? So it's a pretty good card in today's meta overall, but we don't really know, depending on the matchup. It could be a dead card. It could sometimes just be a 2-mana draw card, which isn't that great, but at the very least, it's not useless. Then we have 3 Go for the Throat. Not much to say there. 2 Shigeki. Shigeki is there to help us recycle, but also help us to ramp a little bit. And because we're playing black and green, we can run Tear Asunder. Probably the best removal in Standard right now, because you can exile an artifact or enchantment, exile, which means get rid of it, but we can also kick it to exile any permanent, any non-land permanent. So those pesky, what's it called? The underdogs, the things that come back from graveyards. We can always try to get rid of those that would be necessary if our opponent playing Reanimator or Mono Black Control. Then Union to gain life. And then the specialty of the deck, Dryad's Revival. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Well, we can return Shigeki and then just keep cycling over and over if we're in a drawn-out control style game. And we have 2 Celestis for extra ramp, 4 Depopulate because we want to live, and another removal in the mass removal in the term of by invitations only. 5 mana, choose a number between 0 and 13, and each player sacks everything of that number. Sacks any number of creature equal to that number, I should say. Basically, all of their creatures, right? I don't think any players are going to have more than 13 creatures out. We're not playing Commander, so this probably will also be just another field clean. And then we have 4 Invoke Despair. Very good to Invoke Despair on opponent because that's the style of every game. 2 Farewell because we don't have enough removal in this deck, so let's remove some more. We have 1 Titania's Command, the Graveyard Exile, Ramp, Bears, all that could be useful. I'm not really quite sure how useful it is, but it is there for a reason. And then we also have Portal to Phyrexia, really just 1 removal, right? It's just run for sack 3 creatures. We have nothing to bring back, except maybe Shigeki. If we can bring back Shigeki, Psycho Shigeki, that also works, but we only have 1 off because it's not that good of a card. In this deck, we're not reanimating it, we're not cheating it out in any way, we're just gonna try it out. And then, let's look at the land base. We have 1 Plain, 2 Swamp, 3 Cave of Koilos, 4 Scour Baron for life gain, 4 Shatter Sanctum, 4 Deathcap Glade, 2 Jungle Hollow, 2 Llanowar Wastes, and 3 Crystal Grotto. So the Crystal Grottos are really there for the scry. Since we're running a 3-color deck, this isn't that good on its own, but we do have a lot of lands in the deck. We have, I want to run 4 Llanowar Wastes, but I don't have 4, so I put in Jungle Hollow. I do have 4 Cave of Koilos, but we have enough black-white lands already, and we need some basic lands in case we want Titania, or if we want to get the Shigeki, or actually Shigeki does not basic land. Dig Up gets basic land. So if we need that, we can still get some basic lands out. So that's kind of the whole deck list. I want to see if it works, if this deck works or not. It is not my idea. This deck is not my own invention. I found it online and I net decked it like the dirty net decker that I am. But I want to see whether or not it is a good deck. So let's try it out. If your fuse timer runs down, you will automatically use one of your 30-second extensions. I mean, these hints are kind of tried out. Hi, I am Lou. Or maybe it's hi, EM Lou. We're gonna go first. This is how bad this deck is, I guess. Well, we got 1 drop. Well, we don't have 1. We got 3 lands. We got 2 drop into 3 drops. So I'm gonna keep for now. It's not that bad. All right, let's drop a swamp. Yeah, let's drop a swamp. See what happens. Okay, so I can put out a tap land. I don't really have anything I want to play the next turn, so yeah, let's put out a tap land. Mono black. Mono black. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, this is perfect for that. Now I'm just a bit confused as to what deck this is. I can't block. You can attack. You can definitely attack. Bankbuster. Oh boy, he's gonna regret that. All right, so I'm gonna let it go, and then I will Union. Go for the throw isn't that good, but Terra Thunder is. All right, let's tear. The Bankbuster or Thunder? I don't know if I want to gain the life. Well, I want to play it because I draw a card, right? And I don't want to march a Razor Lash. So yeah, let's just draw a card and get 2 on 1 down. I don't get to gain the life because I played the Union, but there wasn't anything else I could have played that turn. I'll take the 3, honestly. I don't want that much life, because that make my Sunset Reverie useless. Graveyard Trespasser. Very nice. What can he exile? Nothing really that matters. We are a Shigeki deck, though, so I don't like the Graveyard Trespasser getting all in my deck. Getting all in my graveyard, that is. But it is what it is. And I guess... I'll make him sack the Razor Lash. It'll cost 4 to activate if I control 4 more basic lands. 4 more non-basic lands, which I do. So it'll be a 2 mana return. That's no good. So I guess I'll get rid of the Graveyard Trespasser. Yes. Resolve. I'll pitch my Scour Baron. I don't need that many. And then we'll go to combat. Let's see what he plays. Gigs. Interesting. You tapped the land wrong. Kill it. We'll take the 3. Razor Lash is not actually that bad. But, you know, Invoke is just as good. He's definitely going to sack the Razor Lash, right? There's no reason to make a Mishra's Foundry. This comes back next turn as a 4. Is it just a 4? It doesn't do anything, right? It doesn't have haste or anything? No. Okay, well. Not that worried. I'm gonna scry 1. I don't want another land. Take 2. Yeah, the deck itself is kind of wonky, to be fair. I'm not really sure what I'm going for here. If my opponent just wants to bring this back. Shieldred? Yeah, that's fine. Nice Shieldred. I could deal 5 damage to Shieldred, right? I can invoke, but he'll just make this so that he'll sack the land. And if he sacks the land, right, I cannot kill Shieldred otherwise. I get to draw 2 cards and I'll take 4. I don't think that's worth it. Whereas then I can play Celestus. Then I'll have 3 damage to Shieldred, which that doesn't do anything. Alright, let's do it. Submit 0, kill Shieldred. Auto pay. I don't think there's a protection to Shieldred. He can kill his own Shieldred. That's his card he won't waste. Can he play this anytime? Huh. Okay. He really thinks I want that life. Which, I mean, I don't agree with that at all. But our opponent can do what they want. Let's see. This ability, it costs 4. Oh, wow. Gig's Command. You just want to return Shieldred? Oh, and the Praetor. Okay. Can he play both next turn? He probably can, right? I'm gonna play a land round. Run 2, 3. I could play the Celestus. And then still invoke him. Let me draw 3 cards. Oh! Oh boy. Dryad Survival. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be so fun. Invoke into invoke into invoke. Well, you have fun with your turn. Because this is not gonna be fun afterwards. This card's so good! With Invoke in the deck. I'm sorry, hi, I am loud. Wow, depopulate much? Okay, well, spend 3 mana on Invoke. And it will invoke you. I mean, yeah, but you still sack a creature and then an enchantment and a... I don't know what's going on. I'll take the 4, but you die. I don't know what our opponent was doing, but... I commend them for the Razor Lash because that was a bit annoying to get around, but... I did wanted to get rid of their Bankbuster instead. So I used my only remove on that. We won. A win is a win. Doesn't matter how. Even if our opponent DCs. You can assign specific pets, sleeves, emotes, and avatar on a per deck basis. I don't know how many people does that. It's a lot of work. Versinix. We're gonna go first again, but this time we have all white cards and no white land. This is kind of scary. I feel like this is a hand where you keep and you just lose, but I do have 2 unions and 1 sunset. I'm gonna keep for the content. For the sadness that will eventually be the whole game. And it's Rock Priest. Yep, okay. So if I don't draw a land next turn, I'm just gonna quit because look at that. Only white spells. And I'm poisoned. Well, I can exile one of those and then lose anyways. Bye! I mean, that was my fault in keeping that hand, but I don't think if I went down to 6, I could have beat our opponent. Against a Celestia aggro, we really need to have a really good hand and have a solid sort of control of the game, which it's very hard to do in our deck because we don't have cut down. And I don't have any toxic protection. I just think poison counter is just not a good idea. What is it called? The real big red. Oh, okay. Now we have 2 lands, so opponent goes first. I do want to keep this hand because it has 2 lands. But I probably won't draw a 3rd land again. I was wrong. The thing about keeping 2 landers is that sometimes you don't draw a 3rd land. But if you keep a mulligan, it's not very likely for you to draw a 3rd land anyways. And that's kind of the problem with this kind of deck. We can go for the Throw of Samurai. Let's see. Sack it. Target creature gains indestructible. Good thing we have sacks. Esper Legends. Do I want to kill this? I mean, what else can he play? Let's kill it. He didn't sack it in response. Another Selfless Samurai. Okay, I guess we can Terra Thunder. Oh, we can't. It's green! We can, remove the Skirgulf? I gotta do it on my turn, though. I don't know if this is the right play. Honestly, I have no idea if this is the right play. But I'm doing it. Let's see if he sacks in response. He doesn't. Okay. Well, then the Terra Thunder might do something. He wants Lifelink? He can have Lifelink. Union? That's no good. That's no good. No green. At least we're not missing a land drop, but no green sucks. Our opponent also has a pretty bad hand, I guess. If it gets drawn out, I think we have the advantage. I'm just afraid of a Rafine. This only gives it indestructible, so... Okay, double indestructible. Really? Union? Go for the throat? That's no good. We gain some life, but now his Guardian is going to help him scry. We get Invoke into Invoke. I mean, there's really no bad way to Invoke into Invoke. So, he is running out on cards, which we're not. We're running out on green mana, which we don't have any to start off with. So, Thalia. Okay, so no more of anything for us, really. Does he want to attack to get the life? I don't even know what we're going to do next turn. I'm guessing I'll depopulate because I can't do anything else. He's going to scry. Very good for him. But my depopulate will basically get rid of the Selfless Samurai and a card in his hand. We have a lot of life, so we can stall for a little longer. He didn't play another thing. We got another go for the throw. I cannot go for the throw twice. Not with Thalia in play, so we'll just depopulate. Gets rid of the Samurai and gets rid of a card in his hand. There's a Buddha Cathar. Oh. Huh. Why? Does he have Shieldred out? I mean, I'm not really that afraid of Shieldred. The only card I'm afraid of is Rafine. Now there's a Shieldred. I will... Well, I go for the throw. What if I draw a land? I feel like even if I draw a land, right? I'm not going to invoke him. Does he have a protection? No, he does not. Now I draw. Crystal Grotto. Would I get a land now? Portal to Phyrexia. That's not coming in for another year. Alright, now my Terra Thunder is live. It's kind of a weak being live because I cannot kick it. Since I gotta channel the mana into... Oh, there's Rafine. Okay, you got it. And it dies. I'll pay for the ward. Auto pay. Alright, now he's only got one card left. I'll take the 2. And then your Indestructible is no match against the power of the Invoke. Why? Why did I pay 6? What the heck? 1, 2. Oh, it channeled it for 1 extra mana. Well, you know what? Auto Tapper always gets you. You gotta be a little bit careful because you're at 24. Sometimes the deck could think, hey, 24 is kind of scary, you know? Guardian. Okay, so I want to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana. I cannot invoke and Terra Thunder anything. And he'll probably keep his Adeline, so I need to Terra Thunder his Adeline right now. Is that 4? Okay. And now all we're drawing are lands. So, at least we have an Invoke. We'll take the 2. We're still at higher life than this. Alright, Celestus. I'll tap the Grotto. And I'll tap this. Who knows what might happen. And then we will invoke him. Maybe he'll quit now. What if he has Make Disappear? What if that's his last card? That would have been quite the pain. Alright, let's play the Grotto so we can scry a little. I don't want any more lands, please. Thank you. Denick. Okay, I can't target my graveyard. That's no good. Jeez. Really? Really? I guess I'll play a land out. Do I need that much mana? I have a lot of lands. But I'll play a land out. Take action. Pitch a land. He gets a draw from Depopulate with Denick. I don't want to do that. I mean, if he doesn't play anything, I think we have... Oh, come on, more land? Seriously? We have the advantage if he doesn't play anything. Tap Grotto, tap this. Now let's go to daytime. Do I want to depopulate him? Or do I want to farewell him? I can't use Shigeki. So I'll give him an extra card if I do this. Would he play Denick back out? That's the thing, right? He has to play something. I don't think he'll win if he doesn't play anything. We'll end the turn. That way we'll get to pitch another card. We'll go to nighttime. Oh, invoke. Just what I need. We're getting 2 life a turn, so his Denick basically isn't doing much, but just gaining him life. Go to my turn. Gotta make sure these are tapped correctly. Black. 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 Colorless. I'm gonna take 1. Who knows what I might need. Wait. Can I untake that 1? I have more black here. I forgot about. Invoke. Auto Aura. Do I want to exile his Denick in response? I mean, I draw 3 cards. So, you know what? Nah. I'll just draw 3 cards. Those are some good draws. Put out an extra land. And now in my turn. You can play out your Denick. I'm going to march it. Actually, no. I'm going to tear it a Thunder. Nice Denick. Rafine! Yeah, well, I'm not gonna do anything to Denick while Rafine's on the board. I will... He's got 1 mana. Does he still have play with 1 mana? That's interesting. Alright, if I tear it a Thunder, I'll have 4 mana open. What is it? It's a land. It's another land. Okay. Do I want to gain that extra life? I'm at 24. So I just want to tear this a thunder, right? I don't have to do it on my turn then. How many cards do I have? 26. Basically removing everything he has. But the Dennick is kind of annoying me right now. That's the only thing that's really annoying me right now. I could remove the Dennick anytime. It's not in a... Okay, now I can't. Let's kill the Dennick. He's probably going to protect it with Plaza. Basically, I'll D him. I'm doing everything. There it is. No. Get out of here. Are you gonna quit? Please just quit. This game is over. My turn. Thanks. I'll just end turn. How many can I get? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 5 cards, right? We'll get back in Invoke. 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 Tear Thunder. Tear Thunder. He doesn't quit yet? Okay, well, let's start invoking him. It's gonna deal a lot of damage to me. Draw cards. How many cards do I have? 20? I can invoke him twice. Let's see. Discard 5 cards. What am I going to discard? Depopulate, by invitation only, land, sunset, depopulate. Decline. I got all the cards I want. I got 2 Invoke. You're at 2, so I don't know where this is going, but it's not going well. GG. Alright, so we were able to beat 2 of pretty strong decks. Mono Black, and also we were able to beat the Esper Legends, right? We were now able to beat it was Abzan Toxic, which, I mean, like, I wasn't planning on beating that, especially with a bad hand like that. So, I think we did pretty well with this deck. Overall, I would say it's a fun deck to play. Abzan Control is a fun deck. It's not the strongest. It's not that weak either. As you saw, right? If we were able to cycle back Invoke, oh boy, do we have a killing. And we can cycle back Invoke with Shigeki, and also with Dryad's Revival, which we can get 8 lands very easily with this sort of a slow, drawn-out style. So if we can get 8 lands, that's Dryad into Invoke in the same turn. And then, next turn, we can, if, I don't know, somehow get 10 lands out, we'll be able to get Dryad again into Invoke again, which is amazing. The deck itself is very, very good at that kind of consistent synergy. If you like that, this is a good deck to play. But of course, gotta watch out for that Graveyard Hate. If your opponent is playing a Trespasser, as our opponent was playing in the first game, we gotta kill it. Either go for the throw, go for depopulate, go for buy invitations. We have a lot of removal in the deck too, right? So that also works out overall. And I would just say, right, I say it's not a strong deck, but it is not weak. It is fun to play, and if you understand the style in which you want to play this deck, you'll have a good time playing it. Overall, that's all I got for you. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.